In this video, we will discuss Accounting 1, Bank Account and Card, Bank Statement Service menu. In this menu, you can collect your bank account deposit withdrawal history from external internet banking services, and then view the collected data in ECOUNT ERP. Bank transfer function is not available yet, but you can collect and view bank account transaction history and convert the collected data into receipt journal or payment journal simply by clicking one button. At the present moment, ECOUNT supports manual data collection free of charge. You can first link with external internet banking services and then go through a simple procedure and collect internet banking data. And after registering a bank account, you can retrieve up to past 1 month's data as of the point of registration. And for the list of banks that are supported by this menu, you can click Bank Account Registration at the bottom and click New. And in Bank Code field, click the magnifying glass and click View All button. Then you can find the list of all the banks that you can link with. And before starting the video, since we will discuss this menu based on the data that have been actually linked with banking services, any data that includes private information will be blurred. So please understand. So in order to use this service, you need to go to each internet banking site and then register the service for ECOUNT link. And for more details, please contact your local customer service team by clicking Support Online Screencast Inquiry. And after the registration, click Bank Account Registration at the bottom and click New button. Firstly, in Bank Code field, click the magnifying glass and click View All button to select the desired bank for registration from the displayed list. Then you can fill out the other fields such as bank account code, name, user ID, and lastly, in linked bank account field, click the magnifying glass and select one of the bank account codes that have been registered in Accounting 1 Setup Register Bank Account menu. Firstly, you can set up your bank account codes in this menu and then move on to Bank Statement Service and link with the corresponding banking service. And you must make sure to link with the corresponding bank account code, because if you do so, later when you convert the collected data to receipt journal or payment journal voucher, the program will accurately connect the bank account code that you registered in ECOUNT ERP. Once you have finished bank account registration, you can click Search Immediately button at the bottom and collect bank transaction history to the ERP. In the pop-up window, on the right side of the corresponding bank account, click View button and you can log in to the internet banking site of the corresponding bank and collect transaction history. And after collecting data, the history such as deposit and withdrawal will be listed in ERP screen. And you can separately view receipts and payments by clicking Search at the top right and selecting receipt type or payment type and clicking Search. And going back to the list, you can see the rows where no customer vendor code or name is entered, and the rows where a customer vendor code and name is entered. If you mapped an ERP customer vendor code with the data that was previously collected, the code will be marked in this field. And if you did not map, no data will be displayed in this field. And you can click View Mapping button at the bottom to view the list of mappings between depositors, withdrawers, and ERP customers and vendors. Next, we will discuss how to use the collected transaction history to create ERP vouchers. For payments, you can select each transaction and click Create Payments Journal button at the bottom to process the data to a payment journal voucher. And also for the rows with the same date and same type, you can select multiple rows at once and click the button, and then the multiple rows selected will be entered in a single payment journal voucher. Then if you click the button, in corresponding account field, you can select the Contra account. Then click Apply. Then new payment journal window will appear, where you can modify fields such as account, amount, and remarks, and click Save after making an adjustment. And you can do the same with receipts history. Click Search button and select Receipt Type and search to view only receipts. So select the desired data and click New Receipt Journal button at the bottom to create receipt journal vouchers. And lastly, let me explain Forced Invoicing button. This button serves to process the collected history that you do not want to convert to accounting vouchers. So for instance, the payments that you collected, which you already entered in the accounting module before collecting. So in that case, you can select the corresponding data and click Forced Invoicing button to move them to Forced Invoicing tab without generating any accounting voucher. And you can also use each tab at the top to verify the collected data by their status. In Pre-Invoicing tab, you can view only the data that have not been processed by you, which is not converted to any accounting vouchers, nor invoiced forcibly. In Invoicing tab, you can view only the data that have been converted to payment journals or receipt journals. And in Invoicing tab, you can verify the date number of the accounting voucher that is linked with each history. In Forced Invoicing tab, you can view the data that have been invoiced forcibly.